Have you ever had a fleeting moment of fear about your vision? Maybe you were trying to read a menu in a dim restaurant and had to pull out your phone's flashlight. Or maybe you looked at a familiar face across the room and it took just a second longer than it used to for their features to come into sharp focus. These small moments can trigger a deep, quiet anxiety that we rarely talk about, the fear of losing our sight. The fear of losing the ability to see the world in all its color and detail, to see our loved ones, to maintain our independence. If that thought has ever crossed your mind, I want you to know that you are not alone. And I'm here to tell you that fear does not have to be your future. Welcome to 40 Plus Wellness. Today, we are going to have an honest, in-depth, and ultimately empowering conversation about the number one cause of serious vision loss in people over 60, age-related macular degeneration, or AMD. But this will not be a video about fear. This is a video about control. It's about understanding a threat so you can systematically dismantle it. The latest science makes one thing incredibly clear. The choices you make today, in your 40s, 50s, and beyond, are the most powerful weapons you have to defend your eyesight for life. So, grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's build your personal vision protection plan together. Before we can protect our vision, we need to understand what we're protecting. I want you to think of your eye like a high-end digital camera. It's a marvel of biological engineering. The very back wall of your eye is covered in a light-sensitive layer called the retina. This is the camera's sensor. It captures everything you see. But right in the very center of that retina is a tiny, pinhead-sized spot that is the absolute VIP of your vision. It's called the macula. The macula is your high-definition screen. It's what you're using right now to see my face clearly. It's what you use for any task that requires sharp, straight-ahead detail. Reading a book, threading a needle, recognizing a road sign, or seeing the subtle expression on a grandchild's face. The rest of your retina handles peripheral vision, but the macula is where the magic happens. With age-related macular degeneration, this magical spot begins to degenerate or break down. This happens in two main ways. First, let's talk about the most common form, which over 80% of people with AMD have. It's called Dry AMD. Think of the cells in your macula like a tiny, bustling city. Every day, they work hard and produce waste. A healthy eye has a sophisticated sanitation system, special cells that clean up this cellular waste. But as we age, and especially under the influence of poor lifestyle habits, this cleanup crew can get overwhelmed. The cellular waste, which is made of fats and proteins, starts to pile up. These little piles are called drusen. At first, a few small drusen might not cause any symptoms. But as they grow larger and more numerous, they start to damage the vital light-sensing cells of the macula. It's like a slow drain clogging up over years. Vision doesn't disappear overnight. Instead, you might notice you need more and more light to read, or that colors seem a bit dull and washed out. Straight lines, like a doorframe or a telephone pole, might appear to have a slight wave or bend in them. This is dry AMD. It's slow, but it's a serious warning sign. Now, in about 10 to 15% of cases, the body senses this damage and panics. It sends out an SOS signal, trying to deliver more oxygen and nutrients to the struggling area. This signal triggers the growth of new blood vessels underneath the macula. This is called Wet AMD. But here's the problem. These new vessels are not strong and healthy. They are fragile, abnormal, and they leak. They are like weeds growing through the foundation of a house. They leak blood and fluid into the macula, causing rapid and severe damage to your central vision. Wet AMD is a medical emergency. It can cause significant vision loss in a matter of weeks or months if left untreated. So we have dry AMD, the slow clog, and wet AMD, the sudden flood. But what links them? What is the common enemy we need to fight? It boils down to two things: oxidative stress and chronic inflammation. Think of oxidative stress as biological rust, caused by unstable molecules that damage your cells. Inflammation is your body's response to injury, but when it's chronic, it's like a fire that's left to smolder for years, slowly damaging healthy tissue. These two forces are the engine behind AMD. And that, right there, is our strategic target. Because we have an incredible amount of power to reduce both. Your 3 pillars of lifelong vision protection. Okay, we understand the problem. Now, let's focus entirely on the solution. I've broken down the scientifically backed strategy into 3 powerful pillars. This is your actionable blueprint. Pillar 1, the Anti-AMD Diet. Eat for your eyes. Host. This is, without a doubt, the most impactful pillar. The food you eat 3 times a day is either fueling the fire of inflammation or it's providing the firefighters. The choice is yours. The gold standard, supported by overwhelming evidence, is the Mediterranean diet. And let's be clear, this isn't a restrictive, joyless diet. It's a celebration of delicious, whole, nutrient-dense foods. Adhering closely to this way of eating has been shown to slash the risk of progressing to advanced AMD by an incredible margin. So what does it look like on your plate? First, we load up on antioxidants by eating the rainbow. The stars of the show for eye health are 2 specific antioxidants, lutein and zeaxanthin. These are plant pigments that are found in high concentrations in your macula. They act as your body's own internal sunglasses, filtering out damaging high-energy blue light from the sun. They are also powerful antioxidants, neutralizing that cellular rust right where it matters most. Where do you find them? Think dark, leafy greens. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens. A simple spinach smoothie in the morning, a handful of kale in your soup, a side salad with your dinner. These small habits are powerful deposits into your vision health account. But don't stop there. The other colors are just as important. Bright orange and yellow bell peppers, corn, squash, oranges, and egg yolks are also fantastic sources. Red from tomatoes and watermelon provides lycopene. Blue and purple from berries provide anthocyanins. Each color offers a unique team of protective compounds. Next, embrace healthy fats. Specifically, extra virgin olive oil. This is the cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet. It's rich in monounsaturated fats and polyphenol that are proven to be highly anti-inflammatory. Use it generously on salads and for light cooking. At the same time, we want to get our omega-3 fatty acids, especially from fatty fish like wild-caught salmon, mackerel, herring, and sardines, at least twice a week. These fats are crucial components of your retinal cell membranes. And for an advanced tip, let's talk about your gut. Emerging science is revealing a powerful gut-eye axis. A healthy gut microbiome, populated by beneficial bacteria, helps lower systemic inflammation throughout your entire body, including your eyes. You can support your gut health by eating prebiotic foods that feed good bacteria, like garlic, onions, and bananas, and probiotic foods that contain them, like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut. What do we reduce? It's simple: the ultra-processed, packaged foods, sugary drinks, and excess red and processed meats that drive inflammation. You're not just eating for your heart or your waistline, you are truly eating for your eyes. Pillar 2. Fortify your body, fortify your vision. Our second pillar involves strengthening your body's overall defenses through lifestyle choices. Let me be as direct as I possibly can be. The single most destructive thing you can do to your eyes is smoke. Smokers are 2 to 4 times more likely to develop AMD than non-smokers. Smoking devastates your body's antioxidant supply, damages blood vessels, and massively increases the oxidative stress that directly attacks the macula. If you smoke, the most profound act of self-care you can perform is to make a plan to quit. It is never too late. The moment you stop, your body begins to heal, and your risk for vision loss begins to drop. We have resources in the description below to help you. This is priority number 1. Next, get moving. You don't need to run a marathon. The goal is regular, moderate exercise. A brisk 30-minute walk, 5 days a week, is fantastic.
Why?
It improves blood circulation everywhere, including to the tiny, delicate blood vessels that nourish your retina. It helps deliver vital nutrients in and carry harmful waste out. It also helps control blood pressure and weight, which are both linked to AMD risk. High blood pressure is particularly dangerous, as it puts a strain on those fragile vessels in the eye. Finally, prioritize sleep. Sleep is not a luxury. It's a critical biological function. During deep sleep, your body goes into repair mode. It's when your brain clears out metabolic waste, and similar cleanup processes happen in your retina. Poor sleep quality and conditions like sleep apnea, which starve your body of oxygen overnight, have been linked to a higher risk and greater severity of AMD. If you snore heavily and wake up exhausted, please talk to your doctor about being evaluated for sleep apnea. It could be a game changer for your overall health and your vision. Pillar 3. A smart, targeted approach to supplements. This is a topic with a lot of confusion, so let's make it very, very clear. For macular degeneration, we are fortunate to have large-scale, high-quality human studies to guide us. The most important of these are the Age-Related Eye Disease Studies, or ARDS and ARDS-2. These studies resulted in a specific, evidence-based formula of vitamins and minerals. The current ARDS-2 formula contains specific doses of vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, copper, and, importantly, those 2 eye superstars, lutein and zeaxanthin. This formula was proven to do something very specific. It slowed the progression from intermediate-stage dry AMD to advanced AMD by about 25%. Now, please hear this part carefully. The ARDS-2 supplement is not a preventative pill for everyone. It has not been shown to prevent the initial onset of AMD in healthy eyes. It's a targeted therapy for a specific group of people. Think of it this way. You wouldn't take a heart medication if you had a perfectly healthy heart. Similarly, you should only take an ARDS-2 supplement if your eye doctor has performed a comprehensive, dilated eye exam and confirmed that you have at least intermediate-level AMD. This is not a decision to be made in the vitamin aisle of the grocery store. This is a direct conversation to have with your optometrist or ophthalmologist. They are your partner in this. And what about those omega-3 pills? As we mentioned, while eating fish is clearly protective, the results for supplements are mixed. Scientists believe this is because the form of omega-3 DHA in fish is attached to a special molecule that acts like a VIP pass, allowing it to be transported into the retina more effectively. Many supplements don't have this special pass. So, the best advice remains: get your omega-3s from your diet first. Part 3. Myth-busting and home monitoring. Before we wrap up, let's clear the air on a few common questions. The biggest one is blue light from our screens. With all the time we spend on phones, tablets, and computers, people are worried. Here's the current scientific consensus. The amount of blue light emitted from your personal electronic devices is a fraction of what you get from the sun, and there is no strong evidence to suggest it causes or worsens macular degeneration. It absolutely can cause digital eye strain, that tired, gritty, dry eye feeling, but that's a separate issue from retinal damage. So, take breaks, blink often, But your primary defense against harmful light is a good pair of UV-blocking sunglasses when you're outdoors. Another question that often comes up is about cataract surgery. People worry, will having my cataracts removed make my AMD worse? This is a great question, as the two conditions often exist in the same person. Decades ago, there were some concerns. But with modern, gentle surgical techniques, the evidence shows that cataract surgery does not appear to worsen AMD. In fact, by removing the cloudy lens, it allows your doctor to get a much clearer, better view of your retina to monitor your AMD more effectively. So how can you monitor your vision at home? There's a simple low-tech tool called the Amsler grid. It's just a grid of straight lines with a dot in the center. Once a week, you can cover one eye, put on your reading glasses, and stare at the central from about 12 to 14 inches away. Ask yourself, are all the lines straight? Are any of them wavy, distorted, or missing? Then check the other eye. If you notice any new changes, you should call your eye doctor right away. The Amsler grid is a home monitoring tool, not a diagnostic test, but it's a great way to stay vigilant between your professional exams. Conclusion. We have covered a lot of ground today. We've journeyed into the intricate world inside your eye, we've identified the enemy, and most importantly, we have laid out a clear, powerful, three-pillar battle plan to protect your vision for a lifetime. The message I want to leave you with is one of profound hope and personal agency. Macular degeneration is not an inevitable sentence of aging. It is a condition that is deeply influenced by the way you live, the way you eat, and the proactive steps you take. Your future is in focus. You hold the blueprint in your hands. So, here are your action steps. First, if you haven't had a dilated eye exam in the last year, please call your local optometrist and schedule one. It is the single most important step you can take. Second, choose just one thing from this video to start today. Just one. Maybe it's adding a big salad to your day. Maybe it's planning a 20-minute walk after dinner. Small, consistent actions are what build a lifetime of health. If you found this guide helpful and empowering, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to become part of our 40+ wellness community. We are committed to bringing you evidence-based, practical advice for your best years yet. And finally, let's support each other. In the comments below, share the one thing you are going to do this week for your eye health. Reading your commitments inspires all of us. Thank you for investing this time in yourself. Here's to a future of health, wellness, and crystal clear vision. We'll see you in the next video.